So, hi, my name is Mugdha. I'm going to be talking about whole brain model. It was actually developed by a researcher called Ned Herman. Where he is actually called as the father of brain dominance technology. And he had done research on how our brains think and how different types of thinking, four different types of thinking people are there, and how everyone complements each other, they are similar to each other, and all of them are required to run the society as well. So, let's just play. We have already spread the cards on the table. Take 3 minutes to pick 5 cards which describe you the best. You will see that on each card there is a personality trait or a thinking style which is mentioned. So take 3 minutes and you have to arrange them in the order of like the one that resonates with you the most or represents you the most at the top. Then there's the second one, there's the third one, fourth one, fifth one.
Or in 3 cards?
5.
5, yeah. Okay.
So of course read through it. Your time starts now. And you have to arrange it in the order from most to least.
Okay. Topmost card will be the highest.
Highest or one that you resonate with. Start your time, otherwise.
I have my 5 cards. What if they also need that?
Please go ahead.
You have to take it.
Yeah.
Oh, I think so.
I don't miss this shit.
Am I supposed to grab these cards?
No, it's not a competition who does it. Maybe it is possible the 5 cards you have taken as a first instinct. You might want to go to other cards and you might resonate with others more. You can replace them, that's okay. So there's more. Give me a thumbs up if you are done.
Wow, okay. I'm low on colors. I'm done.
You have to arrange from top to bottom.
Oh. Most important to.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or the most dominant one?
The most dominant trait that you feel is that this is something that I definitely am and I can't let go of it. That can be at the top. Fine.
You are not
You were done the first, you are still.
Yeah, now I'm getting second thoughts.
Yeah.
Because I have all the same color.
Yeah, even mine.
You were a yellow.
Blues and yellows, mine. Yeah, yes.
Last time I put the
Is it the size of one of them?
No. Is there? I actually took that out and put one in blue.
You like all types of music, right?
Okay. Next, discard one card from your list. No, we don't have to remove it. Discard one card from your list which relates to you the least and place it back into the scattered.
Oh shit, I just did that without seeing it. Okay, so I put it back.
This one card. Of course, it is supposed to be your last card of your list. And now the other people had discarded their card. Now they were quick people who had immediately taken the card. So now that they have also discarded the cards, you can check if that is the card that you want to trade.
What did you discard? Abhinav? Yeah, I saw yours.
If you want to
Control.
take that and discard, like replace it with one of the
Did you discard? I didn't discard. I discarded logical.
You can also check the cards within your group. So of course you should place your cards so that everyone in your group can see it. And see if anyone is willing to trade one card with you because you resonate with that card more and they want to take some of your cards.
These are my 4. Wow, we have no yellow.
It's all yellow.
Yours is all yellow. He has no yellow.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And I can narrow it.
No, none of yours makes sense for me.
Okay.
Okay, now really give a thought to your remaining cards.
You already took logical. Okay.
And narrow down to top 3. Okay, so it is possible you might have second thoughts, you want to rearrange the order from top to bottom, that's all okay. But narrow down to top 3.
Like some of mine are kind of repetitive, I guess I can
When is your
discard.
order?
Huh?
What is your order? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh,
Which is the topmost?
this was last.
So narrowing down to top 3 is taking out the last one, or I can do
You can keep it, but narrow down the top 3 are these only.
Like it'll become all yellow for me if there will not be any.
Plus sexy color.
So let's talk about the whole brain model and understand the working style. It says here working style, but it also has to do with thinking styles. We have all the traits. It's not like you have chosen only you are that person only. First of all, we need to understand some of the things about this model before we go ahead. And by the end of this, we hopefully will understand what is your individual predominant thinking or working style. Predominant with our underline, because we, as I said, we have all the traits. How does my thinking style define the person I can be, and how can I learn from other people's thinking styles as well? So, some of the things to understand about this model is that it is a 4-quadrant metaphorical model based on research. Preferred modes of thinking, learning, and working are demonstrated or are represented in front of you in terms of these cards. All the styles are neutral, it's not like one style is better than the other or anything like that. And we have all the styles. There is similarity among 2 different styles, and as well as they complement each other. The organizations need all the styles for it to work effectively, and we need to understand and value the diverse styles and learn from them. So we'll take one by one each color. You can see that there are 4 colors you would have noticed. So what each color trait, or I would call it thinking style, broadly tells about that person. So if your top card is your dominant color. Let's say if someone has gotten all 3 yellow, then they are more dominant. More dominant.
Yeah, mine's all yellow.
Thinking style will be under the yellow. If you have 3 different colors, then the topmost color will be your dominant thinking style. Let's say if your first and third are same color, second is different color, then first and third again will be your dominant thinking style. So just I wanted to know how many of you got blue?
Blue.
Whose topmost card is blue?
Green.
Okay. No one is blue in this room.
Wow.
Okay, we'll still. So. So, a blue person or a thinking style which is written under blue card, usually, broadly speaking, they will be logical, they will be analytical, they will like to think linearly, they will be quantitative, and they would like to be like here and now. Right now, we have to finish up the last.
I had logical. I gave it away.
You can take last name then.
No, I'm not
I know
touching.
you can't take it. We have already spent a lot of time. If you go into the details of it, a blue person would say, I like to argue rationally. I like to generalize from the specifics. I like to problem solve logically. I like to know the bottom line. I like to analyze critically. I like to solve tough problems that will be there, like they will relate with it a lot. And I like to gather the facts. I like to measure precisely, make things work, be rational and unemotional, consider financial aspects, that is an important aspect for them in any thing that they try and do. Be goals and outcomes oriented, be realistic and present oriented, and they try to be as much efficient as they can be. Just in short, if you want to understand it with an illustration, if you understand what kind of person is this, a good person would be maybe. You have any group? Yeah, one. So let's come to green. How many greens? Dominant color green. One green. Only one. Oh,
Yeah.
Two greens. Two greens. Green.
Yeah.
So your dominant thinking style is more towards the green personality.
My second is blue. My first is green, second is
So he is a mix of green and blue. Then a green person, broadly speaking, will be more organized, sequential, like to have safekeeping. They will be very much planned and detail oriented, and they are the implementers. They won't just think, they would want to implement it. Do you relate with it, you guys? Yeah, again.
very controlling as well. No?
We'll come to that.
You are also green, you know that, right?
So you can read basically the first half of it, you can read the second half of it. It will be good to hear from the green person. Put in their human energy into it. Come on, I'll give the control to you. Okay, I prefer.
A rule in place for everything. Stable leadership and supervision. Detailed plans and procedures. One thing at a time. Neatness and protocol count. Order and control. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
That is the attitude that you should take care. You can read the second.
I like to be on time, be action oriented, approach problems practically, stand firm on issues, maintain standard of consistency, keep financial records straight, and be disciplined and reliable.
If you take a picture,
That's
that's good.
You really realize by giving him control, you still learn more.
Yeah.
Still one.
The more control.
Better control.
Oh my god, this is near restaurant.
Restaurants should use this for people.
No, this is not.
In these kind of scenarios, you might get more blue.
Yeah.
Because you have a mix.
I'll make my own wishes that each and every colors.
Then we come to the reds. How many reds?
Wow. Wow.
Usually reds are more in a group.
Yeah.
The color.
I have only yellow. And I am waiting for what yellow means.
Artistic.
No, I guess. No, artistic was. Oh, yeah. I guess artistic.
This is completely
I feel like I picked all the same kind of words. Innovative and
So red
holistic
person,
and
broadly
stuff.
speaking, are more interpersonal and feeling oriented. They like teamwork, they are driven by intuition, and they like communication. Do you guys agree?
Yeah.
Relate with it, resonate a lot.
Yes.
All of it knew the T side. It knew the T, yes.
Not with the teamwork.
I think you're more of yellow.
If you go into detail,
Go for
the
yellow
first
and
one.
Yeah. No, I had problem solver. I left.
Yeah, I like participation and collaboration. I like spirituality. I like personal growth. I like to care about values. I like helping, coaching, partnering. I like to build relationships and people. I like to recognize interpersonal experiences.
So you were right, right? No, yeah, I'm given to people and to dynamics. I'm empathetic and nurturing. I'm expressive, talkative, friendly, intuitive, understanding. For me, experience is reality, and that's true. So there is a little illustration. I'll send you a screenshot. So that all green is usually very relatable with red because of the emotion orientation. And then lastly, we have yellows. How many yellows?
3 years.
The yellows tend to be more creative, innovative, holistic, synthesizing, and visionary. Synthesizing, as in like if there is a lot of conversation going on in this room, they would like to take up the key points and summarize it and understand it that way. So, or generally speaking, a non-conversation aspect, maybe like if there is a lot of concrete things that are happening in the room. They would like to summarize and understand it in short. They would not go to the details of smaller things. And they are visionaries. So, Karun, you can read.
These are the things
I did not care to write the first line because they are yellow. They only care for the big picture. And you can read.
See the big picture, risk taker, recognize new possibilities, integrate ideas and concepts, bend or challenge established policies, problem solve in intuitive ways. Anyone else want to?
Use metaphors, originality and imagination, curious and adventurous, design, artistic, like variety and multitasking, envision the future, impulsive and creative.
Yeah, go yellow.
There is
These
no.
are like idiot traits, bro.
Distracted basically.
No, this is very out of the box idea that Calvin has thought of
Yeah, I know what I was distracted.
by being in the box. This is something a yellow person will only be able to think. So now there are various applications of this model. Like this can be used in leadership. If you are a leader, you have a group to manage. If you know the personality traits of your group, you can assign the tasks accordingly, and it will be a very effective team. It can be used in training and development. Personally, I got to know about this when I got into the teaching job after engineering, and I was trained to understand the different personality traits of or learning habits of my students, so that I can plan my classes accordingly and I can teach them so that they can understand better. So training and development is also in that respect. Then career choice, because we have certain thinking style, a certain type of careers will align with our liking. So effective team building, to improve your own communication. If you are talking, a yellow person is talking to a red person, how should they communicate so that we get it? And personal development. Of course, we don't have the time to go into detail of all of them, but I will pick up improved communication and have a little activity, another activity for this. It will help us to understand how I understand myself, how I understand the person I'm talking to, then how should I frame my thoughts inside and express myself effectively. So what we are going to do, we will divide into our color groups now. So there is no blue. Green can come together second.
Blue again,
Second blue.
His
But-
top priority was green, so I'm keeping him in green. Then reds can be here. We have already watched on that side. And yellow can be here.
Good no.
I don't know the company.
So let's take a prompt. Let's say you are in a workplace.
What a nice place.
You are in a workplace and you have a group meeting. Usually in a group meeting, one person always comes late. Okay. Now we are going to take an example of that one person, and individually in your groups you have to come up with 3 responses / action or way in which you will communicate to that person, and assuming that that person is from an outsider, not your group. So for example, let's say this is a yellow group. We are assuming, the yellow group will assume that that person who is a latecomer is a red. Now how can they communicate them so that he comes on time? And let's assume that it's a startup. Okay, only 6 people are there in this company, and what that person is coming here. So you know, in startup, every person's job is so interrelated that it will affect the team. So they will be making up a response, assuming that that latecomer is a red, assuming that that latecomer is a green, assuming that that latecomer is a blue. And same way, a red will think of green, yellow, blue. Green will think of blue, red, yellow. That latecomer is a red. How will you communicate, basically?
So one for each of the other colors. Right?
So just to help you, here are the communication preferences of each color so that you can frame your thoughts better. If you are thinking that that person is blue, then understand that that person will understand your words or what you are trying to say better if you are using facts, no fluff. If you are using technical accuracy, If you are giving articulated ideas, be clear, precise, no bullshit here and there. If you are very straightforward and using critical analysis to tell them why it is important for you to come on time. Similarly, like for yellow, for green, and for red. I'm going to give you 3 minutes. You can talk among yourself. You can use a mobile phone to type up your responses, or if you can remember, that's also okay.
I was going to wire it based on the roads, so local guys, they take section.
You have to think from that perspective.
Not necessarily. You're not shoving it into yellow.
Okay, at the end of it, we will ask each group what are their responses. Okay, so your time starts now.
So we start with the blue guy. What do we tell the blue guy? Enjoy, Sida, enjoy.
Straightforward.
No, but you need to. Oh, are we the boss?
Yeah, yeah.
If you are a part of that group,
Okay.
of that startup,
How will you cut the salary of someone?
and your colleague is not coming on time,
Got it.
that colleague is, let's say, you. You guys are not yet, so how do you communicate it?
It's like if you keep missing meetings, we just have to stay longer. If we.
I am having to cover for you. This covering for you is missing with my schedule. Something being right handling your things. Please come on. Otherwise, I will stop covering things.
Perfect.
This is for a red guy. So you're expecting to be considerate of your problems.
No, but empathy is like more. You're putting yourself in their shoe, right?
You relate to a person who is empathetic because he says, "मेरे को तकलीफ होगा, तू अगर create है." So you're expecting that guy to have empathy and consideration for your problems.
Yeah.
So it will work for the red guy.
You have to empathize with that person.
It will work for the red guy.
Don't put him in a get through, that will also work.
That's what we just did.
But the first one, the critic salary will work for blue.
Points.
Facts, no fluff.
Yellow.
And
We don't have to think about yellow.
No, you don't have to think about yellow, you are already yellow.
yeah.
Green, details, thoroughness, rules.
Actually,
There are rules. Yeah, rules. Yeah. Okay, just save, dude. Just come on. Critical analysis, straightforward. Okay.
The blue वाले को तो बोले ना दुकान बंद हो जाएगा तो आएगा नहीं तो हम लोग बंद करेंगे
India comes up in
Yeah, I don't know what to do for. What are we talking about? Blue. It's a little difficult.
Okay, we can do it.
Why are you? Yeah.
Person right now. So shall we think of that child white from the office? Would you consider him to be?
So I've not watched The Office. I mean,
I'm just thinking because that's popular party.
okay, got it. Okay.
Blue was अपना अभिनव बैठा था ना, he was so we can just tell you if you want to be right.
Like an extremely logical.
Yeah. What's a logical reason for not being late?
Yeah, we do a calculation.
Why are you late? Yeah.
Road बंद है क्या?
What is the problem? Yeah.
And then we lay down the law and say what's
Yeah, and technical accuracy would be what?
With this person, assuming is likely to get the truth also.
Yeah.
So yeah, what we do why figure out the reason for that.
And you can use the same thing, right? If because I'm covering for you, I'm going home late and I'm doing all of this and it's affecting my life. No, but he's still being straightforward with him, saying it's affecting my life.
I feel that you personally work better there selling yeah. Where it is focused on the reason is focused on it.
Yeah, give him a.
Oh, got it.
When you come late, we start late. Right? And because you start late, we end up wasting this time. How do we solve this issue.
Let's
figure it out, right?
Right.
Because he's a very critical part of our team, everybody has to start on time,
Right.
We are not so blue is ready.
So blue is good. Just yeah.
Wait, I'll let blue think.
Yellow is ready first.
Yeah.
Done? Since you guys are very creative, you can even think of if there was a blue person, how would they come?
Yellow.
Blue person to yellow.
There's no blue person.
Oh, okay, cool. For sure.
That's a one. First,
Yeah, let's finish writing it down. Yeah.
You know what you're saying is if you all
We're gonna figure out how that is.
we all,
Yeah.
we all start.
They get a big picture of the whole and it's not just
Why
one.
are you late?
Let's figure it out.
Yeah. Help. If you come with
You guys are
They will understand that
late,
it's not just like
Keep around.
yeah,
it is affecting the entire
we all get delayed and we have no option but to escalate.
He's done this before.
Alright, that's the rules. Then for the greens, what you're saying is the salary.
No, the rules and procedures. Right?
Yeah.
If you come early, you get.
Look, we have to start at 10. You can't be late. Those are the rules.
At 10.
And we give them action plans. Actually, this guy gets. There's a lot of interlap between you and overlap.
Details. How do we include details?
Just tell
Like,
him.
we start at 10. Yeah.
One idea and one setup.
No, I think you also come with experience.
No, it also says stay on topic. How is ready? How is Maggie? So it's a procedure. We have a new procedure now. We have a new procedure.
We start with
That's a good thought. He's saying like you should also think of from the perspective of the latecomer. If he was yellow, how will he justify coming there? If he's a red person, how will they justify coming there? You know, my mother was.
Yeah.
We are late, so
If you want to outsource it,
Yellow
we do it for you. It's been next to
No people there actually want to come on time.
Yeah, not late. So to greens, we perhaps also have an investigative thing everywhere anyway. Why are you late?
Thoroughness.
Why are late is being asked?
Green people will give pointers. First of all, I woke up on time, but my cat was missing. So I wake up. Then this, then this. They are very detailed oriented. So they will give explanation like
Yeah.
what did I
Lay down the rules.
Yellow latecomer you say. What did I yellow latecomer?
He was just I slept.
They don't go into the details what happened after.
Slept late, right?
I just woke up. That's enough information to understand the difference.
Like metaphor time, I would say that issues.
It defines me as a person.
I was looking for that.
Big picture over
Big
here.
picture is not right, but you are also practical and
Yeah.
not it makes your own. Okay, we are going to move ahead because red people are discussing. They are having an open discussion.
They have way too much empathy.
We have given enough empathy. Okay, so we will start from yellow. What are your answers and what person are you, color you are talking about?
You start with the blues.
Okay, the latecomer is a blue.
So the blue chap,
Okay, what you
one
have?
second, I'm just technically I got the bullet
He's
points.
trying to like tone it down.
Yeah. Look, so I think it's getting a little difficult for us because I have to empathize. To the blue chap or lady, first we figure out, why are you late? If you are late, we all start very late. What's happening? Why are you late? We ask them how is it that we can help, and what if if we get a good answer, we can help them shop. We help them out over there. If we're not getting an answer which is workable, we tell them if we continue to be late or get delayed, then we'll have no option as a team but to escalate. because it's out of our hands. Like,
Escalate it or replace it.
yeah.
That enough is enough information for a person to understand if I don't come on time, I won't be in the team.
Yeah.
As simple as that. Okay. How will you communicate to a green?
Green co, we tell them, boss, these are the rules. There are 3 things. You have to come at 10 o'clock. You have not come at 10 o'clock. But if you do not come at 10 o'clock, you will either lose your salary or you will get fired.
You know, you want a Maggie and Sultan, yeah.
You are, yeah. We will bar you from Siddharth drinks with us.
That's what happened.
Um,
it's better for you to speak a secret.
For a red person, what how will you deal with?
the red
Now the
person.
person is emotional.
Yeah.
Also.
Yeah.
Red person are also an emotional.
I'm only very loving them.
Yeah, for the red person, we understand. Why?
You have an open discussion with the red person to
Yes.
understand why, what made him late.
Right.
Okay.
What happened, which structural issue they have had, which has caused this, right? And how is it that we can help them? And if they don't come on time continuously, we will all have to work, pick up the slack for them. How long should we do this?
Will the red person resonate if they talk like this or like give you opportunity to open up and explain your side also, you will feel more connected with them?
Definitely, and also like the last point, like for me individually, when they say that because of you, we have
That will push the red person to play around on this.
That's right. I mean, we literally just not guilt trip them.
But after giving them a chance to watch it.
Yes.
Not like okay, if you directly tell that thing in the first pointer, they will not want with you and they might not want because they are also emotional. So they might not choose working because it's a necessity. They might choose to not work because they are not connected with the team. Okay.
So for the yellow people, you are on time, but for the next meeting. So, so just I mean, we know that you have your own cycle, you have your own process of doing stuff, you get things done, but take your time because other people will do things, stuff like that.
But do you
Do you
want to
resonate?
know why I have late?
Do you guys?
It's a cool story.
Does everyone resonate with that? Will they be?
Not really.
I like the.
What else would you like to add on? We'll come to that after listening to theirs, okay? So keep
Yeah,
that
sure.
in mind, in response in mind. Yes. Then next.
And visual can have posters that they keep doing. Don't be late.
For blue?
You could make.
Okay. Red? But we have to do it for all colors, it's okay. Red?
Right, we basically are doing the bar or pencil on us.
Basically, the targeting is a bad news.
Their major point is that because they are very value oriented people, also we are going to make them realize the value of punctuality. So that they don't, even if they are not connecting with the team members, they connect to that value of punctuality and they will come on time.
So when you trigger them with that response, which they kind of relate to more closely, and then there will be a change or shift in their thought process.
Okay. It's possible that there are red people who like to be punctual. There are red people who are not punctual also. So if you have a red person who can relate to punctuality, they will start coming on time. Otherwise, we'll have to find another answer for that. Okay. That can work. Like because workload is getting increased, our deadline has to be closed, our client is not happy. So it might trigger into emotional disturbance in the work also. That might trigger them to start coming on time. Okay? Red people.
You have to put a flag for each of these colors.
So for blue, we'll say like you're 15 minutes late. You must do like a couple of topics there, and you'll be on the by 10. That's all. Facts, straight up.
What is the consequence for them? They are coming late every time.
Like, we just want to be straightforward, like very precise, and ask them to come class tomorrow.
But what consequences?
Asking a salary cut.
If you tell yellows, yeah, just come on time, we're like, no.
correct. But you should have also included a fact that will happen as a consequence, or give them a clear, precise picture of what will happen if you don't come.
Yeah, we had a fact that they are 15 minutes late already.
So,
And they should come early next day.
cool. I have some early.
Yeah, it would not work. Yeah, I have a watch. I can see the time.
If you're starting a company,
Okay, what did you write for yellow people?
You reach the train by 15 minutes. It's not just about you, the whole team is lagging behind. Please try catching up.
You guys have so much empathy.
You're not at least he told that and we'll tell that, okay, like you are an important person for the organization. So you coming late is actually going to reflect bigger in the company group. So, like, please write me on time.
Stroking our egos.
yeah, nice try.
Yeah.
Not really.
We don't deal with these hooligans, we put a poster up.
No, I feel like they are close, but what they want to say is, if you don't come on time, our company as a startup will not flourish. As simple as that.
Like, giving you big picture sort of.
That's the big picture that they want to see. Okay, me not coming on time is gonna make the company bankrupt. That's a huge burden on me as a big picture. They might want to relate it.
Complete a bad line
Smoking wala ego chalega, but this thing also I like the visual of a
Yeah.
poster, like a comic,
Something
visual,
something inspiring, some quote or something
Yeah.
on lateness.
Imagine something that makes them imagine where they are headed.
Yeah.
Always will push them.
like how you used all those Calvin Hobbes things, like
Yeah, some kind of comic. Yeah.
Exactly, like that would have like I would be like
Green.
So, again, you say that, the company rules, you're late and like you directly going to cut your salary and it's going to affect how about the beyond.
And these are friends.
So, will you relate with it? See, just because one self will rebel, correct. So now I want to go into it.
If there's some punitive thing in that, there probably is.
Now I want to go into, you both responded for yellow. You listen to that. What would you like to add on to it?
How would you-
How would you want to be told as a late comer? Or what will motivate you to come on time?
I don't think, at least for me personally,
Huh.
being told I'm late.
Yeah,
is not
yeah.
useful.
Okay, late comer is using for the purpose of
Yeah.
presentation.
No, I'm telling as a
Generally, yeah.
Okay.
Doesn't work. So it's a question of letting us do our thing broadly, but giving us enough impetus that we do all the work whichever is there. We move
They
back
would
from
prefer freedom of work rather than punctuality of work. But if they are giving the deliverables on time, they should not be asked anything.
Yeah.
hey, go ahead, even if you were to strictly hold me by that time concept, I would want to be given the responsibility that the first
Yeah.
morning call is basically poster making, gameplay, some fun event
Okay.
that we would lead. So you're
Because
getting
they are
the-
leaders.
Yeah. So I would
So if
like
you
to,
give them leading opportunities,
At
they
that
would
point.
want to come on time and lead their first activity of the group meeting,
Yeah.
and then they will always be on time. So it's a simple solution: no guilt trips
Yeah.
or hard restrictions.
Yeah, it totally worked when I had my first
Okay,
meeting at
how
10.
would
I was
we-
always on time.
How would Green want to be approached? You are the Green from these people. How would you want?
salary.
salary cut, yeah, both reward and punishment. Come on.
No, you said these are the rules. Yeah.
So basically,
Sutta won't work for us. Yeah?
okay, let's hear the rules.
They follow the rules.
If they're coming on time, we shouldn't be expected to stay late. They keep penalizing us for being punctual. We shouldn't be penalized for that, and we shouldn't stay up. We shouldn't be penalized. We should be on time.
So basically, you are following the procedure of 8 hours of work,
Yeah.
check in, check out. So we should not be.
Not that, but they
No
might come.
overtime.
Not to overtime, might come on time. and-
Okay, so what you are saying is a response to this. I want to hear. Forget about this.
No problem.
Huh.
If I come on time and the other person comes late, and he's able to get the same work done that I'm doing. Why should I come on time?
Okay, so that is the reason of coming late, is it?
Yeah, if that was the case, I could leave on time, I could finish it before that, then I would be like, okay, it's beneficial to me coming on time.
So how would you like to be told to
Come on time.
That's the question.
What would you like to hear?
What will
Convince you. Yeah.
What will convince you to come on time in that meeting?
Yeah, you can go on.
I think like she can also try and say she was full free.
You were full free. You tell, sorry.
I think like your person.
Like, I think I would not like to be told through rules and procedures because this is what happens at organizations.
Okay.
How
How would you like to do?
It has to come from inside. I wouldn't like to be told about it because if I'm told that, I tend to do the opposite. Right? I don't like
You're already doing the
to
opposite.
told.
No, you're already doing the opposite.
Yeah.
How will they convince you to do what?
And it doesn't have to be something that to push.
Then it has to be forced. But I would
It has
rather
to be
for
forced
myself.
for you.
I would like it to come intrinsically from inside, like internally, where you understand that it kind of like you know the day is better when you are on time and then you are leaving early and then everything is compartmentalized.
Maybe I think
So
a bit
that's
more.
the motivation for me. When I get up early, I spend some time to myself. Then
So basically, she's a dream because she already has some action plan for her personal life, and she wants.
She's following her procedures.
She's following her procedure.
very many processes more
As a group, let's say in a startup, if she's there and she's coming late, it would help, in my opinion, to a green person if you tell the reasons of if you come late, these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 points are going to get affected. That is still pressurizing.
Yeah, so
But if you tell in a way where you are telling these are the things as a group we are all supposed to follow as a group, not as an individual person. She might want to do that because it's a team culture that has to be followed with specific points, which also includes come on time, log in, sit on your desk, start working, take 10-minute breaks, and all of that.
Yeah.
It's possible that she might want to follow it,
for sure.
and it doesn't have to be like strictly following that way. She might mix and match. That's true.
I think with a person
And
like
if
that,
you give explanations, it will make her understand better or read better.
timetable time. Right? Like we give someone like this a timetable, I think they'll come.
Or a calendar. That's why I made a calendar. If there's a calendar, okay, by this date,
10 to 11, 11 to 12.
I think
1.
green person will themselves, because it is the dominant thinking style, will plan their work so that they will deliver by that date.
Exactly.
So in that case, you don't have to worry about them coming late
Yeah.
because they have it in there. Okay. Then red, how would you like to? You are related to one. So
We already gave them.
you want to like what is the reason? Like what is the reason you are late? And then ask me to come early.
First year you and then you get
We have to show empathy.
No, I think in a way, if we feel that okay, other person is like actually listening, you might not even have to tell. Come on, I will come.
Yeah, true. That's true.
That's it.
I think that is also dangerous, sort of communist thinking, like let's all meet together, let's change the time of no.
So some people can even go even further than okay, let's go for a team lunch. We bond together. It's possible that a red person is not coming on time because they don't feel interpersonal relation in that group. So if you are bonding over a lunch or playing games together, this impunctuality will go away by itself. You don't have to tell the consequences to a red person. As long as they emotionally connect with you, they will get you. They will not make you late.
And even if I were to give those consequences, like as a matter of protocol, like taking that person out for lunch and then telling them.
That's also a very good way for a red person rather than meeting in the boardroom.
Yeah.
I'll talk to you face to face.
Yeah.
That won't work for them because they are emotional. They will get like a little panicked about it.
Yeah.
They won't relate it as if you are trying to tell something meaningful. They will relate to it as if you are trying to pressurize them to do something which they don't like. And they are intuitive. They will leave the job.
But we probably have to listen to 1 hour of storytelling, like crying at the table, why I was late.
That's possible. In this podcast, actually, you see, these diagonals are opposites.
Yes.
Okay? Red and blue might have more communication conflicts. Red, green and yellow. yellow might have more.
Yeah, rules and procedures.
But having said that, it's not that this is only a dominant color. We have all the colors, and very importantly, your colors will change over time. Depending on which phase of life you are in, your colors will change. I had taken this activity 12 years ago, I was all red. 5 years later, I was in an organization which required me to build my green because I had to be plan oriented, meeting the deadline. And when I did that again, I still had the red at the top, but I had 2 greens among the top 5. So last year, I think we had again did it in another group meeting. We are friends actually. It was not a group. It was just 2 of our other friends. And I found that blue has also seeped into my 5 colors. So your colors will change. Your dominant color might change quite later because it's very deep inherent in you. But and it is important to change also because then you will learn. So these I'm leaving you with some takeaway thoughts. If you want to write, you can write in them.
It's kind of like the nurture nature thing.
Yeah. Something you can discuss here also if you want to talk. I only have color pencil at home.
Well, this is really sweet. Thank you for the takeaway.
Because I feel like sometimes we do the presentation and we forget about it. This is a reminder for it. If you want, you can take.
Yes.
Take 3 pen. This is a little chikna paper, so maybe pencil will be
It's involved, like people can still take up the qualities.
Pick up the quality. Yes, I have felt that just
Yellow मुझे लगता है मुश्किल है.
No.
So why he has an open-minded thinking and out of the box है वो सब कर नहीं सकते हैं. I guess. Even if you try.
You are thinking that because you are a green. You have people like
No. Like
it is a gradual shift. You won't go directly. This is the thing, no. You won't go directly from green to yellow. You might pick up some blue and then maybe gradually shift to yellow. You might pick up some red and then gradually shift to yellow. So for me, it happened when I was in organization. I shifted to green. When I got married, he was yellow, and now I have picked up a lot of traits of my yellow, which earlier was not there. To give an example, when we go on short trips, I used to be like green at that time, so I will make a list of things that I have to take, and I have to have everything in my bag before I leave, even if it is a weekend trip. He started saying we can go with the flow, we will be resourceful and all, and I was a little skeptical about it. I did that once or twice, and I felt it didn't make any difference. So now I have picked up this. So it will happen.
You giving us this example was actually also yellow.
And still red. My top card is still red, but rest of them are not. So let's say you change from 12 years, from 5 reds to 1 red.
By the way, we do yellow consulting if you want to hire
This is what I like to yellow.
that is something to
So this is just for your takeaway thought. What do you think? What is your dominant of cooperative right now? You can write it so that you remember it.
I just wrote yellow. No, I have I'll send the slides out.
I'll ask AI.
Today, that's what I'm going to ask ChatGPT. Is like, how do I pick up green skills?
Yeah, look at all the lights.
See, red people came to write. Green people, yellow people, I have one word is enough. Is it even necessary to write? It's optional.
I am yellow. I want to be more green.
If you have questions, you can ask.
What is the approach you are going to take to convey your thoughts better?
You put the name of the researcher.
Net. This presentation actually you will find I have skipped a lot of slides so that I can only communicate and what is difference where we can talk about. But he has that slide also where they have shown what career is good for yellow, for blue, for green, for red. And in management, what colors will suit. All those were also there, but I have narrowed it down to only communication. because I met, so I went with it.
Communicate.
Group discussion stuff.
It's available on
Yeah. These cards? No, these cards are puzzles.
Yeah, thanks for putting in so much effort. My God.
very sweet. Thank you.
Second bundle of the cards.
You want them in order or something?
There is one
Yellows?
very important.
We'll put them in order.
Not important, I think yellows might relate to this. It's a poem by Cheryl Silverstein. I think you might have read it also. It says, my skin is kind of sort of brownish, pinkish, yellowish and white. My eyes are greyish, bluish, green, but I'm told they look orange in the night. My hair is reddish, blondish, brown, but it's silver when it's wet. And all the colors I am inside have not been invited yet.
Oh,
We contain multitudes.
you know, this is the guy who made that,
The colors,
the tree wala poem.
the apple tree.
The kid and the tree is.
No, that is a different story.
नहीं इसका ये बंदे का.
हाँ, इसी बंदे का, correct.
Direct the apple.
Yes.
No, the kid.
When he is a kid, he is playing a lot with the tree. The tree becomes his friend. As the tree is growing, the child is also growing. Then he goes marries and then forgets about the tree. Then he grows, he comes back. The tree is saying, "Why are you sad?" And the story goes from there. It's a very emotional story. I used to read it to my fifth graders.
And later on the latest.
Not
The guy who comes late is the latest. This is Rashmika.
If you guys have questions or you want to discuss anything over this?